dollars. People want to know. I mean, you obviously have a fascination. You've earned a lot. You show it all the time. You talk about it a lot. Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. What I come to find out, it's not always about, the money. Of course, I'm Floyd Money Mayweather, and of course, who don't like to make a lot of money, or who don't like the finer things in life? But if you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have no freedom, then it's just like you being broke. So I come to find out that my freedom is more important than anything. As I think back when I was a child, every day I come home. Every day I would come home and watch every legendary champion. Every champion. Larry Holmes, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Mike Tyson, Roberto Duran, Michael Dokes, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, this list goes on and on. And I always wanted to, it wasn't one fighter I wanted to be like. Some days I wanted to fight like Leonard. Another day I want to fight like Hagler. But then I want to have a style like Tommy Hearns. But then I want to be a killer like Mike Tyson. And then when I took all those different champions, Chavez and Roberto Duran and all these different champions and all these different guys, I said I'm going to take a little bit from every one of them and put it all in one box and shake it up and see what we come up with. And being a champion, I think that even though I transcended and changed the sport of boxing, but being a champion is not just receiving a lot of money or receiving a belt, because I did it thousands of times for free before I got to this point. This dream that I had started years and years and years ago. No matter what my dad did, because he done whatever he had to do to give me a finer life, to give me a better life, to give me the best life that he could give me. And everything happens for a reason. Even when my dad was incarcerated and he went away, I still will hear his words in the back of my mind. Continue to work hard. Nothing is gonna come easy. I worked hard. I worked extremely hard to get to this point. And every day I know I'm blessed. I'm truly, truly blessed. And I don't take anything for granted. And nobody in here can take anything for granted. They see all the flashiness, all the shit talking, the trash talking. I had a game plan. And when I say TBE, it's no disrespect to no legendary champion. Because every fighter that's in this room has to feel that he's the best. If not, you in the wrong sport. My whole life, I dedicated my whole life to the sport of boxing. And all I ever wanted to do was put my family, my mother, my father in a comfortable position. My dad is a millionaire. My mother, she's a millionaire. And the investments were for my grandchildren, not just my children.
Yeah.
Not really. It's just a normal day for me. It's a regular day. Every fight has been just another day for me. I think when I was younger, I was a lot more anxious But I just think with time as you grow, because you can no longer grow physical, but as I grow mentally, my thought process is just it'll get it when it get it. To become great, you have to follow greatness. But to become it's like to become a great leader, you have to be a great follower. And to be successful, you gotta want to follow success. And I want every fighter to just stay focused, stay on the parallel path. And it's, when I think about it, it's just more like every fighter now I want the Mayweather payday. I've done a lot for the sport. As far as, at one particular time, everyone was focused on heavyweights. My ultimate goal was for everybody to focus on whatever weight class I was at.
Just be real cautious. Don't react off anger. When you're young, like when you're 15 or 16. Because, when I was 15 and 16, I just believe in eye for an eye, even though sometimes I still believe in that, but in a different way. When somebody does something harsh to me, I just say to myself, what goes around comes around. God got my back. Even though, I'm not a preacher and I'm not perfect, because I'm going to live my life. I don't try to hide anything from my children. They know me. They love me for me. They know my lifestyle. I mean, it's just, what would I tell a Mayweather at 15 and 16? I was wild, very, very wild, but my dad was in my life, but he wasn't in my life. My dad was just in my life to take me to the boxing gym. I needed someone in my life to teach me right from wrong, and it's just different things. Just don't teach me right from wrong by beating me and doing harsh things to me. Communicate with me, so then I'll understand.